Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
Ever since Daniel Craig confirmed his exit from the James Bond franchise, all eyes have been on who could possibly replace him as the super spy. There has been intense speculation about who could take over the role in the build-up to the untitled 26th film, with Idris Elba, Tom Hardy, Henry Cavill, and James Norton among those linked to all things 007. Amid claims that a British actor had been formally offered the part, it was falsely reported that Aaron Taylor-Johnson had been cast, with more suggestions that Taron Egerton is now the favorite. While fans are desperately waiting for the star to be unveiled, casting director Debbie McWilliams shed light on exactly what producer Barbara Broccoli is looking for in her next action lead. Speaking to usnews.co.uk before the release of No Time to Die, Debbie McWilliams, who has been in charge of casting every Bond film since GoldenEye in 1995, opened up about how the star-studded lineups are shaped. They have to be extremely charismatic, fit and prepared for their lives to change, she told us. It's not everybody who wants that kind of stardom. In fact, Daniel has very much steered himself away from any of that, and I think he's done that very cleverly. He hasn't sought the limelight, he's just been happy to do the job. I think that you need to have a certain modesty and know whose shoes you're stepping into. Barbara already had Daniel in mind to replace Pierce Brosnan, whose last outing as 007 came in 2002 blockbuster, Die Another Day. The Knives Out actor made his debut Casino Royale 4 years later, before filming Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. He announced that 2021's No Time to Die would be his last effort as the spy, sparking the hunt for the next action hero. Lifting the lid on how the casting process works on such a huge production, Debbie shared that the auditions are kept completely under wraps, even down to the material possible stars see beforehand. We're all very discreet and we give nothing away, and we let nothing out of our hands, she continued. The audition process is quite different from any other film that I work on, in that we never, ever use the script that's being shot. We always use an old script and take scenes that are either similar, or will give an impression or an idea of how the person will perform. Just to give us an idea on screen of what they sound like, what they look like. Particularly on this last one, I think a lot of people who worked on production didn't even see a script. It's kept close to our hearts. And, if you're hoping to find yourself cast on the next big screen adventure, we suggest getting on the next flight, ferry, or train to Paris. I start by reading the script several times to get underneath it and see what's required, and then delve into the dark corners of my mind to see who inspires me, and who I think would be right, Debbie said of her process. Then if there aren't any immediate, obvious solutions to that, then I go out and look for people. That's what's been the great joy for me on the Bond films, particularly is that I've, over the years, been given carte blanche to go wherever I want to go. Kim Kardashian crushed by reason she was told she won't be the next James Bond. The handsome star now tipped to be new James Bond after huge Netflix success. The 5 worst James Bond films ever, including a 1980s bloodbath. James Bond legend turns back the clock 40 years, with striking new hair on movie set. So, if we're filming in Germany, then I will go to Germany. And if I think that it's a good idea to go to Paris to meet the leading ladies, then I go to Paris. In fact, Paris has been one of our most fruitful casting areas. I'm always very open to suggestions, and I'm there, and I'm available. We do meet lots and lots of people, but usually, it whittles down to 2 or 3 in the end for each role. You can find us hanging around near the Eiffel Tower from now on.